Inconsistent.
Clearly. Because I was singing it earlier. Such a good song, right?
And it's Saturday. Get the mop, nigga. Vamos limpiar, coño. Let's clean. Y'all Spanish people know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Growing up as a kid, it's like, damn, yo, I want to sleep. It's Saturday. I had a whole week of school. She wants to now pour the Clorox where I can't even breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was a fabuloso.
I could taste it.
Oh.
I could taste the fabuloso.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. And then she'll be playing the Spanish music. And it was like a whole session of salsa. It was a whole session of merengue. And that's pretty much what you had in bachata.
That's it, yeah.
She said what?
So good.
Wake up the whole fucking building.
And then you wake up, you're like, oh, damn, I gotta clean now.
She's gonna make me complain. You ever try to like make believe you were sleeping? That shit, you can't. Yeah. It's like the music was too loud for you to. There's no faking it at that point.
All right, I'm trying to find a thing here.
Our parents were mean. They loved us, but they were kind of mean.
Yeah, I do to my kids now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I wake them up. I'm like, come on.
But you got to do the traditional Saturday salsa, like music, loud. Let them experience that like a good week. So it can be embedded into their memories.
I was going to do it today, but I'm here.
Wow. What a difference in...
So, we lost the guest. Let's see what happens.
We didn't lose a guest.
Oh, the guys, what they decided on.
Who?
What date and time?
Today.
Oh, today. What time?
You didn't... So you weren't listening to the video I was showing you?
I did, but they didn't decide. They was just
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. All right. That's good because I'm going to leave here at 1.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Because I distinctly remember saying I could probably chill till 3.
All right, we'll try to stretch it out. Did you hear about what happened in the Bronx this morning?
No.
Bro.
Bad?
When I went to go buy the half and half to come here. Then I go to the store that's up the block over there. I forget what the name of the street is. And, the guy's, he has the news on. And as I'm paying, I look up and I see is one child dead and 3 people or something got injured, or 3 others sick
in the Bronx.
Apparently, what happened was a daycare center was also selling drugs, and one of the kids got into it and died of an overdose, and other kids got sick for being touching it and being around it.
What do you mean touching it?
Like the drugs that were there. I don't even know what kind of drugs they had. Opioids. Whatever, that could be.
Oh, you mean fucking with the drug themselves?
Yeah. The kids must have just found the drug stash and started playing with it and touching it and eating it. You know how kids are. They put everything in their mouth.
Oh, I thought there was like a shootout, bro.
Oh, no. There was definitely a shootout last night in the Bronx. 100%. There's no doubt about it.
I'm waiting for the shootout part. This niggas are talking about... Like,
so much worse.
So much worse. It's crazy. All right, so it was a baby daycare?
Yeah.
No.
Like babies.
No, nigga, first of all, they're all babies when you're at our age, right? Welcome, by the way, to the 40s.
The baby was 1 year old.
Shut the fuck up.
Fentanyl, they found out.
How was the baby fucking with fentanyl? A 1-year-old.
They were selling drugs out of the daycare center too. The people that owned it.
Oh, and the baby went into the drawer and
they must have found the stash, or they left it out somewhere by accident. Freaking Bronx, bro.
Oh my god. Well, someone's going to jail.
A lot of people going to jail.
Yeah. I'm gonna go.
Every one of them. They're not gonna be like, oh, this is your first offense, so we're gonna let you off light. No, nigga.
You think everyone in the facility knew about it and was going in?
Yeah. Even if you knew about it and didn't say anything, that's it. You're complicit. It's almost like...
But you gotta have proof that they didn't know about it, right?
They have to be like, I didn't know. You have to play dumb.
And prove that.
I don't know. I just work at the daycare. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
they can't prove that you knew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. How would you know unless you have footage of you?
Even if somebody's like, yeah, I told him I sold drugs. And then you could just, in the court, you're like, I thought he was joking. It's the Bronx. We all joke around about stupid stuff, you know?
I was dealing babies, not, they bring them and I give them
Pampers and stuff. I don't.
That's fucking insane.
I don't even do drugs. I'm clean as a whistle.
Test me. That's fucked up. Those are the stories that, hinder people from sending their kids away.
Bro, that's me. That's me.
That's definitely you. Oh my God.
My wife wanted to put our daughter in daycare so she can work, like go to work. And I was like, if I had to choose between those two, I'd rather you just stay home and not work. I don't feel comfortable. We went to a few daycare centers and checked it out. I was like, oh, this is nice.
But what about your sons?
We put them in daycare. We did put them in daycare. We put them in daycare.
So why was it different?
For a few months. For
your son versus your daughter?
Because when we did it with our son, we both knew we have to do this to survive.
It was critical.
We can't afford this life unless we do this. For my daughter, it was like an option. It was like, all right, look, I'd rather not. So if it's, I'd rather you just stay home if that's the case. There we go.
Holy
shoulder guns.
Shit. You look like you were doing a lot of fentanyl last night.
Oh my God.
I feel like I did a lot of fentanyl last night.
It looks like you're also missing an Arby's sandwich.
This is what a fever looks like.
Is the mic
bro, I think I got COVID. Oh no.
It's not real. Stop talking about it.
Nope. Don't hear you. We lost you completely. The Matrix is broken, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hell.
Can he see us?
Yo, you hear me? Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. Alrighty.
You definitely need a better background, though.
Yeah.
I
told them about
Eventually.
This. Eventually, exactly.
You can put a little
eventually. So I got a green screen coming in. So forgive me.
Nice, yeah.
So that's it. It's all he needed. $15.
Does things take longer to get to Ohio?
What?
Do you guys do 2 day? Does Amazon do 2-day shipping over there or no?
No, it's 3-day shipping for Ohio.
Imagine they did that separately. Like, that's so much work just to advertise. It's 3 days over here, guys. Sorry.
It's a 3 days journey. That's what it is.
Because I don't know if it's enough of a big enough market for them to have a facility there to make it fast. You know what I'm saying?
No,
then I can have it in Alabama.
You don't realize how big Ohio is. The population is 11 million people here.
Oh, that's how much my building has, I think.
I was about to say. That's like 2 boroughs here.
That's how many timbres we have in my building.
What's the population of New York City?
Brooklyn, New York alone is 3 million people.
So we got more than you. No.
Wait, that's Brooklyn alone. 2 million people travel Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 every weekday. 2 million people. They don't live in Manhattan, but 2 million people fuck with Manhattan Monday through Friday. But I think there's only like 200, 300,000 people that live in Manhattan. 200 to 300,000 people that live in Staten Island. And I think Bronx got 3 million, and I think Queens has 2 million. So I think altogether.
Wait, hold on. I got the numbers here.
Oh fuck! So I'm talking mad shit. Let's see.
New York has 8.4 million altogether. New York City. Ohio in the whole has 11.7.
Mm-hmm.
But we're comparing a city to a state.
Right.
New York State has 19.84 million.
Toma, bitch.
That's not even that much more, though.
That's true. So how much New York City? The 5 boroughs.
Okay, so New York State has 19.8, but New York City has 8. So New York City makes up, a third of the entire state.
19? Nigga, that's half.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's like a little less than half. And only under by 3 million for the whole state of Ohio.
Oh yeah, just the city.
Too many
just
niggas.
the five boroughs.
There's too many niggas here.
That's what I'm saying. There's
Way too many niggas here, yo.
way
that's
too many
crazy.
over there. And honestly, the population out here is growing because people want to get out of the coasts. So
Also, if you're in the 5 boroughs, please move to where this nigga lives.
Move to Ohio.
no,
Don't come here. Don't come here.
We don't want your kind here.
That's basically immigration, right? When they get over here,
Damn
like,
gentrifiers. Nah.
did you?
Nah, yeah, it's immigration basically. But you know what? That wouldn't be bad if. No, that's terrible.
No,
I'm
the
not even-
population of Ohio has went up from. Okay, this is way back. Let's do something simple from like 1980. From 1980, it went up a million in population from 1980. Just a million, which is I thought was a lot more, but it looks like a lot, but it's not. I mean, a million is a lot. Don't get me wrong.
1 million people?
Yeah, from the 1980s till now.
Damn.
But from the 1940s, it went up 5 million. So that it went there's a huge jump. So this is where the gentrifiers come from, Ohio.
Yeah.
And funny that he went the other way. He went that way.
Don't gentrify us.
It's like, that's where they are? I want to be with them. Good job, Mike.
Like at night.
Yo, California's population from the 1980s is insane. It went from 15 million to 39 million from the 1980s.
That's when it was cool to go down there. That's where you see the spandex, the girls in the inline roller, the inline skates, going down the boardwalk. You get all those images. You also get the colors of this nigga's hat for that time period.
Yeah.
Mama.
Yep.
My mom lived out here in
mama
the
always
80s
say
for
it.
like 6 months or something like that. So she would have been part of that population.
All right. What we got going on here today, guys?
All right. So what do you got for us, Mike? What is going on in this conspiracy?
Hit us.
What is it going on in the conspiracy world?
Did you guys see what the FDA said they're doing away with?
No.
What did they say they were doing away with?
The microchip.
No. Cold medicines.
Cold medicines. So does that mean that anybody can make them now?
What do you mean
So-
by cold medicine?
So it says basically they're saying they don't actually work. None of the over-the-counter cold and allergy medicines work, and that they could be yanked from shelves.
It says the decongestant used in cold medicine is ineffective.
Yeah. So
The
things like
decongest.
that whole aisle that we have of decongestion and cold medicines is about to be gone. Done.
Oh, because what? Oh, let's see what it says here. Read popular products: Benadryl, Advil, Tylenol. So you know what's gonna happen?
God, what
They're gonna rebrand them and they're gonna put them right back on the shelf.
What?
They'll be like, "Yeah, this is not anti-congestive. Use it for everything else, though." There you go.
I'm coming with heat today, baby. Coming with heat.
And this was on September 12th. The Food and Drug Administration Advisory Panel reported that oral antihistamines.
Oral antihistamines. That is a new title.
I was just thinking about something else.
Sorry, guys. It's
Jose
early
is
and I'm
another
lonely.
word.
An ingredient in many popular over-the-counter decongestants people purchase tend treat common cold symptoms, does not reduce nasal congestion. So just a component of the cough syrup is not said to relieve you breathing.
So
or some shit.
from reading this, what I think is going to happen is they're going to, because it's labeled anti-congestion, the FDA is like, it doesn't really do that, so we got to take it off the shelf because it's false advertising. So what's going to happen is they're going to get rid of that word from the label and just put it right back on the shelf.
that it's anti-congestion is more like a relief.
Yeah.
So a relief, right? But
a relief medicine. You know, like
Yeah, but I'm saying-
if they
No, but I'm saying if you
they
get a
take them
Tylenol
off-
that says anti-congestion, heals fever. It's like a list of things: fever, cough.
No, but they're saying that word.
I know. But what I'm saying is,
anti-congestion.
what the Tylenol is going to do is they're going to erase anti-congestion. They're going to be like, it does everything else. So here you go, back on the shelf.
It does everything, but they'll replace the that part to just be like, it helps alleviate the.
Yeah, they're going to reword it.
symptoms.
They just.
Yeah, they're just gonna. It's
finagle it.
the fuckery. But niggas are gonna still buy that shit.
Yeah.
Unless they completely remove it, right?
Yeah, but
And
that'll
we're
open up the
forced-
market for everybody else.
And we're forced to rely on the shot.
What? That's crazy. Why would they do that? Vitamin companies will start selling this stuff if they take it off the FDA.
Yeah, we're hip to vitamins, and that's the cool part. That's the problem. We're hip to that shit. We
Why
recognize-
We're hip and cool.
We're hip. We're hip, dude.
We're hip and cool to vitamins, baby.
You can't it's going to be hard taking down a certain population because you literally have another population that doesn't believe in vitamins.
That's crazy because I'm like mixed when it comes to the vitamin situation. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't think this shit is fucking
And you just take it anyway.
I brought it.
Buy more next month. If it doesn't work,
I brought it. Shit, I might as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'll be feeling like that too. And it's only because we feel so good about life. We're like, I don't need this. And meanwhile, yeah, we do need that. That's what's making us feel that good.
But I think if the FDA was to take this off shelves, vitamin companies would be like, oh, we don't need FDA regulations to make these
quote unquote
decongestion, whatever. We'll just sell them
That's
ourselves.
crazy that you say that because I think about the
They sell them as vitamins.
in the
Yeah,
bodegas,
that's what's
the little things in the corners, the bodegas, the
That's what we'll be buying them
energies.
from there, yeah.
I think about those and I'm like, when I look at
Emergency.
those, I'm like, those things are fucking fake as shit. Nobody's buying that shit. But then I'm like, but it's the same shit I'm buying from Costco's, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I don't know. That reminds me of when they locked up remember they were locking up cough medicines for a while? I don't know if they still do it.
Yeah, everything that contained acetaminophen.
Yeah, because people were getting high or whatever off. They were making scissor, remember?
They were making
They
what?
were
making-
mixing it with like Sprite, and just getting drunk off of it. Basically.
No, it was crystal meth.
Oh, that's what they were doing with it?
Yeah.
This guy's from Ohio, so he knows more about that.
He knows.
Yeah, I learned that in New York.
You're right.
That's what he went to school for. He's trying to learn. He's like, yo, I gotta mix these together.
I was like, I
Mix some
can't even
crystal
pronounce these acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen.
Yo, for real.
The fiends want acetaminophen.
Dude, where they came up with these words? Who the fuck is this nigga that's constantly using Y's with medicine?
They use freaking
Y, Z's, all the last letters.
I think they use Latin.
Though that makes sense because those are the original niggas, right? That would test on people and do experiments and how we got modern
I think it's just to
medicine.
keep it consistent throughout the whole industry. I don't know.
I don't know.
I could just, this is all wild guess.
But
It's
then-
like space and like Greek. They use Greek because they started with that, so they just continue the tradition of naming planets like Greek names or whatever.
Do you think that it's like you create the drug so you can name it,
I think so, yeah.
and they keep in line with what you're saying? That
But I think the scientific name and the name that you give it you could name it whatever you want. Like Tylenol is not freaking or Motrin. Motrin's not Motrin. It's what is it? Ibuprofen?
Acetaminophen
No, it's ibuprofen.
or ibuprofen. Yeah.
Motrin is ibuprofen.
Yeah, so that's the scientific.
So is Aleve. So
Yeah.
is
It's just a
Tylenol.
brand. Yeah, that's all it is.
that's the
Yeah,
brand, right?
It's just the brands. Yeah.
I don't know, nigga. So
All
that
right.
means that if I'm Chinese and I've created medicine, some new shit, I gotta go with the Latin fucking dictionary to name this
You
shit.
can name it whatever you want, but if you come to America with that, you better do it in Latin, nigga.
You got to go to the university and learn Latin.
You better go get rid of that ching chong. I don't want to name that.
So the ching chong nigga,
I don't want no ching chong medicine over here.
the ching chong nigga has to look at that Bible and pick a name from
Basically,
that
yeah.
shit.
You gotta-
and be like,
you gotta
we only
figure
use 3
out-
Dellas. This is too much.
I think you got to figure out what the components are and have to create a new word out of it.
out of the freaking little drawing of the chemical
whatever,
breakdown
yeah.
of what it is.
Mike knows.
Yeah, Mike,
Yeah,
let us
like-
know.
Yeah, like Moses Seraphine or
Moses
Josephine.
Seraphine.
That makes you dehydrated. It splits the
Yeah.
waters.
Right. It's split in the water.
Split the waters in your body, bitch. So okay, so the FDA.
Okay,
It
so
reminds me of
How long-
the word DNA. Do you know what DNA stands for?
I don't know.
what DNA stands for.
So I know the last one is acid, right?
Yeah, it's like
Something acid.
It's deoxy.
Something. Algipoxy, some shit.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that you know for the test, and then you're like, all right, I don't need this information.
I don't need it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what that was.
You know what's crazy though?
Because I had to
break
remember
down
that.
each letter, each word in DNA, you'll find something crazy.
666.
Oh
So
no!
Diablo.
Not the
Deoxy?
666.
Deoxy means Lord or God, right? It means
Okay.
God.
Uh-huh.
And then the N word, I can't even pronounce that.
You shouldn't say that on air, but why didn't you split the screens instead of leaving him full?
So basically
Because we're using Facebook.
You can make us bigger.
I can't. That's why Facebook sucks.
Okay.
And then Zoom only gives us 40 minutes unless you have an account.
Que mierda.
Eso
yeah.
mismo.
All right, so
That's why-
wait, I want to know the DNA
So
one. This is a good
Discord
one.
actually works.
Yeah.
Yeah, so DNA, right?
It's
Basically
oh, God.
is
They're
like
right here.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna. I can do. I don't got that on my computer. I got it on my phone to do it.
Oh, wait, you're going to ask her?
No, I'm just gonna have her read it to me.
So you're gonna have to break down each word individually, and then like basically Google each meaning of the word into the English, because those are like Greek words or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. No, it's like they
So
decide-
basically,
hold on. Let's read it. Let's see what it sounds like.
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Wow. Even she was
Great answer.
struggling.
Dio nega ribonucleic acid.
yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is,
Molecule
bitch.
So they're saying that. So basically, that basically like when you look at DNA, right, and you break down, like the word, right, you come up with basically it's like a guide to the body, right?
It's instructions for life.
Dial pad
Yeah.
has
Then you have what you
completely
call
trans-
messenger.
My bad. Wait, say that again?
It's a
So
message.
basically, DNA is like what writes the code for all the proteins, right, and everything in your body. It makes you who you are, right?
Yeah.
And then it has a subcomponent called mRNA, right? mRNA basically relays messages to the DNA, right? It's the messenger RNA, right? Where you can view it almost as if it's like its prophets and things like that, right?
All right.
Right, to God. God is the DNA strand, and then you got the messengers.
Hold on, you little fanatic.
Ribonucleic acid.
What?
How do you go about it? Deoxyribonucleic
What are you doing?
acid.
Oh my god, did you hear that?
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Y'all niggas is still stuck on that. I thought we was way past that, yo. That's
No,
so
my
funny.
ADHD is real, nigga. Fuck out of here. Go ahead.
That is real. All right, is real. Nah,
Ooh.
I can't. I had somebody trying to convince me. Like, it's
Bitch,
real.
before you give us
I was like, nigga, it's Israel.
before you
Is real.
is real.
Yeah,
Before you
yeah.
give us your Ohio ass definition of some shit we could Google, what's your point?
Wait,
The
but he's trying to
point
tell
is-
us how this is the devil somehow.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. The theme is this is how the devil works through DNA.
So you got like messenger RNAs, right? That are natural. Your mRNA.
Okay.
Right, so and it reports basically the messages to the body, right?
Okay.
And that's where it'll tell like the white blood cells to go if you got like a wound, right?
Boss niggas. Got it.
Yeah, and then it'll go and direct everything to that wound and basically heal the wound, right? Healing occurs, and then you have an infiltrator mRNA created just recently called mRNA, right? Not mRNA, mRNA technology, right? mRNA technology are like false prophets, the false prophets, right? Because they're not a part of your actual DNA strand. It's infiltrators, right? So you have false prophets that enter the body now. Are you following me?
I am writing it down, actually. That's how much I'm following.
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt you. I'm just letting you know.
So right now what we're seeing is basically DNA being the body being infiltrated, right? Apart from things that are natural, when we take the mRNA technology, you know, in our body, it's just it's crazy how they're substituting things that we already have naturally. You know, they're trying to substitute things that we have naturally. I just found it interesting.
That's what we do with vitamins.
Yeah,
So
basically.
vitamins are not mRNA technology, nor is
No,
Yeah,
I
but
know, but what he's saying is... Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it basically skips the mRNA part. It just gives you the vitamin before the
so
because the mRNA the mRNA is the DNA. It reads it, makes the mRNA that creates the proteins.
Yeah, so the mRNA basically directs the certain proteins to a certain location, right? To combat, like for example,
I'm not sure if that's correct. I
yeah,
think
like, for
the
example,
mRNA just creates the proteins. That's all it does.
yeah, like the proteins
I think
are to combat things like certain pains or wounds, or you know, the mRNA is for your immunity in all reality, you know, to life around us.
All right. Here we go. Molecule that contains the instructions or recipe that directs the cells to make protein using its natural machinery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just makes proteins. That's all it does.
Yeah,
It's
proteins.
just instructions.
Do you know what are proteins?
Proteins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a protein?
It's what I drink after I work out.
That's a simpleton answer.
No, those are the building blocks. You know?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, and it's for repairing. Proteins are for repairing.
I mean, but it doesn't
like, for
direct.
example,
The mRNA doesn't direct it. It makes it, and then you know, whatever your cells, whatever takes it and does.
They're like
Yeah,
filler blocks.
No,
it just
listen.
creates it, throws it out there, and
mRNA.
lets somebody else take it.
No, so the mRNA creates the proteins necessary for, like, basically, it's a messenger RNA
Yeah.
we have naturally, right? So if we get a cut, right, the messenger RNA is now creating the proteins for the healing process of that cut.
Yeah.
You understand?
They create whatever the body needs to fix that cut.
Whatever the body needs, right, for healing.
It's like a factory. And then whoever
Yeah.
needs it, like, I can't let me bring it over here.
Mind you, when we work out, right? Look at this. I got no muscle now, man. So when we
Arby's.
work out, we tear muscles, right?
Yeah.
Wait, let's see that muscle again.
We have the meats.
Arby's. Look at his little pits. How cute.
He shaves.
He shaves.
That's
Got him
hilarious.
again. So wait, so what's the conspiracy behind this shit? Because I feel like you're going into the COVID thing.
So basically, we just see in our
Because
bodies
the FDA thing revived the COVID. It was dead. Niggas woke up. Oh snap! We still got more of this.
Sleepy Joe woke up. He was, oh snap, COVID. I forgot that's
I
the thing
forgot
we were
about COVID.
using.
We got a new one.
Yeah.
So okay, so we went from FDA and medicines being taken off the shelf to
So now they have a new strain, right, of COVID,
Bro, there's been new strains every week.
I know,
right?
right?
But this
Every
new
week
strain,
there's
they're saying that whoever was vaccinated prior is not at all immune to this new strain.
They said that 2 years ago, because that's what I remember.
No, this is just recently
That's
that
when the Omicron came out. They were like, yeah, you gotta get a new
the
vaccine.
FDA just approved
A new one. I do know this much.
A new emergency COVID vaccine mRNA technology. That the old one is not strong enough to look. You see him touching his eyes? That's a sign. No, I'm just kidding. He's got it. It makes you throw up that symbol.
That's the real symbol right
Everything
there,
he does.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So what do you think this new strain is set to do? What do you think? What's the conspiracy about the new strain?
So the new strain, I mean, now you're forced, now not necessarily forced, but they're saying that people who have taken the vaccine initially, right, the first one, are no longer, like that one doesn't help against this strain.
I think Massachusetts is the only state that's still mandated for vaccine currently, if I'm not correct. Massachusetts is the only one that you can't get a job unless you got that COVID shot. You can't send your kids to school. Only Massachusetts, not you, not me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not Ohio, not New York.
Nah, New York is about to get shut down too. They're about to reinstate the mask mandates.
I hope so, man.
They're gonna reinstate. When was the mask a mandate? Officially,
in federal buildings.
In federal buildings, it was a mandate, but it wasn't. Again, let's be specific because we got GDs and niggas know this already.
Hold on. You're right. It wasn't. It was.
There
it
you
was.
Go. Let's talk the truth.
It was forced onto the people.
Nothing was forced. No one forced you.
If you
when you say force,
mask,
I think about when you say force, I think about niggas knocking on the door, like you see in those other countries that they were fucking getting arrested and
like
shit.
In Canada.
They were knocking on niggas' doors like,
people were getting arrested for not wearing masks.
Here, yes, but they were also getting arrested because
That's
the mask. No, it wasn't forced. It wasn't forced. What it was
He's just
they
defending
didn't
the
federal
NYPD.
buildings.
in federal buildings, yes, but in McDonald's they weren't. McDonald's said you got to do it. Get the fuck out. And the people wilded out, and then they got arrested.
They wilded out.
Not because of the mask, but because they
wilded out.
Beginning of the mandates, right, in 2020. People were being arrested for not wearing masks.
I don't think
specifically, not because of their actions.
Can you show us
an example of that? Yeah. While you Google that, because I feel like I remember.
That's so funny because it was all over the place.
Right, and the conspiracies. Only conspiracies become more valid when it's erased from the internet. It can't possibly be that maybe it was such an unpopular story that, you know what, no one's really let's erase it, and the only person that really recorded it was Wikipedia. So probably that's the only source. So Wikipedia is the father of conspiracy theories.
I think what I've seen is whatever. A football stadium is like, yo, you got to wear a mask if you're going to watch this football game.
It's crazy because...
And they're like, I don't want to wear a mask. It's America. And they're like, you got to wear a mask. Then they start fighting. They're like, you got to get out of here.
That's exactly what I described.
Yeah.
Literally.
And if they fight with the stadium, they're like, well, you got to go.
That's the reason.
And then the headline says they wouldn't wear a mask, so they got arrested
for not wearing mask. And that's where you get this nigga right here.
Officer, in September 25th of 2020, like I said, the heat of COVID, a woman was tased and arrested for not wearing a mask.
He's doing what we just said.
He's literally describing now what I said.
He read the headline. The story is she probably fought somebody, and the cops were like,
exactly. So if you read into that story,
she didn't fight anybody. They were saying that she should have a mask on, and then they started aggressively putting their hands on her.
Okay, pause. You see, like, this is what you call baiting, right?
That's not baiting.
That's baiting.
Right now, you guys look at gaslighting again.
Oh,
gaslighters.
No. But without, just hear me out. Give me 2 seconds. Without even having to read the story any further or look into it. Let's think about it logistically. She was going somewhere in public.
No, she was in the football game.
Okay, that's a public place. She was going somewhere that's run by a private company, and they had a mandate of you have to wear a mask, and she said no and didn't want to leave.
You're justifying it right now.
I'm only going through the logistical movements without hearing the full story.
That's not logistical. That is going. Everything that you're saying right now is anti-constitutional.
Wait, hold on, Mike. Am I reading the right one? It says officer tases arrest woman for not wearing a mask in a football game.
Yes.
GMA.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to read what it says here.
There we go.
This
is Good Morning America.
She was asked to leave the premises
There you go. That's right there. That's the reason why she
Boom,
was
right
arrested.
there.
For
Asked to
continuing
leave
to
the premises.
violate
Mind
the
you,
school policy.
It's a public place.
She refused to leave the
That's
premises.
not hold on, pause. That's the stadium is not a public place. That's a privately owned entity. That is
everything
not-
is
let me just
private.
read the last thing.
Go ahead.
All right.
She was advised that she was under arrest for criminal trespassing. She resisted arrest, which led to the use of force. So it says nothing
Right.
about the mask.
Nothing about
So
mask.
wait. Let me pause you right there. Let me explain my point now.
All right, yeah.
On this, because this is a thing that happened, right? So they weren't just doing this to just anybody. These were people who were Trump supporters. You
How did
understand?
they know who she voted for?
Bro, at that time, if you didn't wear a mask,
You were a
You were
Trumper.
a Trumper.
I'm not a Trumper. I didn't wear a mask everywhere I went.
You were a Trumper. Stop
You
lying.
are.
I will
like-
call you out,
I like,
bitch.
I like Trump.
Yo.
I
but
will
I
call
didn't
you
vote for
out.
him. I didn't vote for Trump.
Oh, you voted for
never
Biden.
voted
You're
for
part of
Trump.
the 80
Did I
million
not vote
votes
for-
for
oh, no,
Biden.
you
Yes,
vote for
you
Trump?
did vote for Trump.
vote for Trump?
Together we did.
I think we did vote for
We went to 7-Eleven for for free coffee.
For the free
Got him. Got him.
Got him. Don't fuck with me. I stopped drinking, so now my memory is coming back for everything. Go ahead, Mike, with your stupid ass. She got arrested for trespassing. The catalyst for the charge was the mask.
Yes.
The catalyst was, but it wasn't the
then
charge.
they stacked charges on her.
No, because you're making it seem like
Bro,
they charged her with.
no.
Let me
They
finish.
stacked the charge of what was it?
Not wearing a mask.
No,
that's not a
after the
real
mask-
charge.
That's what I'm saying. He's making it seem like it
The
is a charge.
The charge that they put on her, he just read it.
criminal trespassing
Criminal trespassing.
and resisting
Criminal
arrest.
trespassing, bro.
Yeah, because they kicked her out. She didn't want to leave.
It's criminal because the private entity
Yes,
said we
because-
don't want you
hold on.
here. We have that
Okay,
right.
but understand something. If we go by that, everything right now is a private entity. Everything, like the streets are
Not
owned.
the public parks.
Yeah, you could be in.
You don't think the public parks
Not
are
the
owned?
library. So
They're not owned?
So let me ask you this: if it was in
That's
the
crazy
library
if you
that
don't
she
do
did
that.
this, if it was in the library that she did this, would it be a federal crime of trespassing?
That's interesting. I don't know. Yeah,
If she
they
did
have
this
to
in
be.
the library,
Oh, but this isn't it? It's not state owned. Is it state owned?
The stadium,
No, the you said library
the library is federally owned.
by the the United
It's
States
run-
federal government.
That's why the library sucks. So is the
I'm
post
Googling
office.
it right now.
So she did it in the post office. It's a federal crime that you're
Post office is federal.
So is the library.
Post office, you got to wear a mask because the government mandated it.
Right. You got to wear a mask. So she went in there and didn't
That's
wear a
what I'm
mask.
trying to explain.
Now she's
The
being
government-
charged for what?
For not
Yeah.
wearing a mask.
For not wearing a
Yeah,
mask.
because it's the federal mandate. That's right.
correct.
Bro,
But if you go to the bodega,
If you go to the bodega,
it's up to the owner whether he wants you to wear a mask or not.
yeah,
You guys
and all the
are
owner can say is get the fuck out of my
speeding
store.
past.
And if you don't get the fuck out of my store, I'm calling the cops. And the cops are like, well, I can't charge her for wearing. I can't charge you for not wearing a mask. But if you don't want him here, that's technically trespassing.
Yeah.
They did it
Yeah.
in malls. You seen the one in the malls where the family was like, "We're not leaving," and in Canada they whipped out
course.
a fucking library of laws. And then hold on, in their argument in the library, check this out. In Canada, I think it's Canada. Look it up.
Has to
But
be
Canada was like, they were like, there's the whole family's chilling, and the security guards walk over and they're like, "Oh, we got to kick you out." And they're like, "You can't do that because we're not trespassing." They were like, "Wait a minute, you are trespassing." And they were like, "No, read the laws. It says that if there's an establishment that's selling goods." That I'm here under that premises and you can't kick me out. I'm here to buy goods, so you can't even kick me out because that's the premise. You're here to sell goods. Unless and then she read it out. Unless I'm disturbing that process, then you can't kick me out because I'm here to buy goods. So they're sitting in the food court, the family's eating, and they're all laughing,
With no
recording
mask on?
with no mask on, and everybody's like, and then slowly the security guards are like, and somebody else manager comes over, and the security guards, they're like whispering, and then slowly all the security guards are like, they walk away, and they're like, you see, they can't get us, and they're walking away because they can't fight us and shit. I'm like,
That's in Canada?
that's
I'm surprised.
As you guys speak in your defense, right?
I'm surprised,
I
Canada.
can't help but think, man, you guys are the non-resistors.
the non.
You
the
guys are the
conformance.
ones who, you guys are the conformants, bro. 1,000%.
mask.
Give us the mask. Yeah, I'll wear it in the stadium. It's
Well,
like,
you don't have to wear it in the stadium, but if that's their
she was
rule,
arrested
then you have to
in the
leave.
stadium,
Yeah, because that was their rule, Papa.
in the stadium.
Let me put it to you like this. So in a term
You
that
gotta
maybe you could understand. I go to your house and I'm like, I want to take a shit in the living room. But you have a rule that says
No shitting.
no shitting in
A
the
sign. Do not shit in the sala.
So you call the cops because I'm trying to take a shit in the sala. What is the cop going to charge me with?
They can't charge you with shitting in the living
They
room.
can't charge me.
That's not one of the rules.
They can't charge us with shitting in the
Article
living room.
5.96.
But they could charge us with trespass.
They could charge you with trespass because
And
now,
if you fight the cop, you
now
get
it's resisting arrest. So that's 2 charges.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying, bro? That's all I'm saying.
I
She
totally
didn't get
get
charged
that.
for getting masked. The mask was a catalyst to the lead up of trespassing and resisting
The
arrest.
mask is shitting in the living room.
The mask or the shitting in the living room.
That's what the mask is.
So it wasn't the person, the owner of the premises who called the cops to begin with, by the way. It was people in the stadium that called the cops.
But people in the stadium can't trespass her. The owners are the only ones that can do that.
Right. So when
That's
the people
what I'm trying to
complain-
say. That's what I'm trying to say. She was late. She was hit with trespassing, and maybe if we look into it, that didn't go anywhere because the owners probably were like,
Oh, we'll drop it.
No, but if she resisted
drop-
arrest, that's
yeah.
on the cops.
Oh, that's on the cops now.
yeah,
Whether they
resisting
want to
arrest
drop
is
it.
different. Yeah. So what
But
I'm
if
saying
you're
though,
shitting, if you're shitting in the living room, and the cops come, and they're like, "Yo, should we kick this guy out?" And a random guy that's in the living room is like, "Yeah, get him out of here." The cops gonna be like, "Do you own the place? Because you can't kick him out. This is not your.
This is your house?
This is not your house.
yeah. No. So what I'm saying is this: is the fact that
Shitting in the living room
anybody-
is perfect, by the way.
yeah. That was a perfect analogy. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you.
Want to shit in the living room?
So the crazy part though is this: is the fact that anybody who was anti-mask, anti-vaccine, right, were mistreated completely. Like for just they saw you and it was like time to attack you type shit.
No,
You
not,
know?
not everywhere though. A lot of
Bro,
places.
it
A
was
lot of
everywhere.
places where
I'm in Ohio, and at that time, if I didn't have a mask,
But you live in a liberal state.
if I didn't have a mask, okay, a mask that covered his whole face.
if we're being damn, I forgot my frame of thought. Shit. No, there was like a little mini cult of like hallway monitors.
Oh, yeah. The
That
Karens.
were like
The Karens.
the Karens that were like, we're the mask, we're the non-shitting living room committee.
Yeah,
Do not shit in living rooms. That's not where it goes.
we had to form a committee.
The
'cause of all
toilet,
people
bro. I don't
shitting
understand
in
these-
living rooms.
There was people on podcasts that were saying that. They're like, I was walking my dog and somebody across the street yelled at me for not wearing a mask. And I said, why do you care? It's none of your business. If you want to wear a mask and I wear a mask, why is this your business?
Yeah, people were getting called out, bro.
If you want to shit in your own living room, that's your brain.
That is your living room. Did you see the woman that lived in her own shit?
No, what do you mean?
And they
Oh
were
my
trying to
God,
like change.
it's disgusting.
They were trying to change. Like it was like a show of like I don't know, trying to help people out or some shit. I don't fucking know. But and she was like, this is the last time I'm gonna live in my own shit. And they were like, so you're gonna go back in there for 2 more days because we're gonna do a remake over of your whole shit. And she would live in her own shit, like literally piles of shit just sitting there.
And she was okay with that?
She was, she loved it. I don't know, nigga. Ugh.
See, the cops can't kick her out of there, though. That's her business. That's her business. That's her own place.
Right.
That the
Okay,
cleaning crew went in. The cleaning crew went in and they were gagging. They had to get masks and like suits.
Oh, so you support the mask. See, you heard that right? Live.
Got him.
Cleaning crew.
Hypocrite, you fuck.
No, I'm a supporter of that because of the shit analogy.
I'd probably have to wear a mask for that, honestly.
I'll go get an N95 right now.
Hell yeah.
I hope they do something. I hope,
Like if you're not wearing N95s though.
Listen, the only reason why they're fear mongering this whole idea of the vaccine coming, another strain and COVID is because they know it's flu season and they're
They
gonna
know it's flu
conflict
season.
the two to fear
Yeah.
and get more sales
My
because
sister got-
big pharma needs that money, baby.
my sister got
Yeah.
COVID right now.
They got a new vaccine, by the way, for this new strain.
Oh, that's gonna feel
that they're
so-
claiming is a new strain, right?
Yeah, but
Same
it's just the flu.
symptoms,
It's
new
the flu.
strain.
It's the flu. It's not COVID.
It's the flu.
It's
The
the
COVID is going to
we
be
recognize what it
That's
is.
what I'm
but
saying. It's
Yeah.
not COVID. It's the flu. It never was. Listen, you know why it's called COVID-19? It's a respiratory disease, which the flu is also a respiratory disease. It's just another number in that category. Mira, he's sick. That's it. Wear a fucking mask, nigga. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ, bro.
That came out of nowhere.
He had to leave.
gotta
He's gone.
sneeze again.
He's gone.
Sneeze again.
Jesus Christ, bro. Wow.
Holy shit, bro. So if this wasn't a prelude to what you should be doing, it's definitely wearing a mask. For niggas like this that be talking shit.
You know what it is too? It's so many different components that all feed into a narrative, so they put it together. You know what I mean?
Well, right now they're separating it, right?
'Cause-
But it's really one thing.
Because remember, there was a point where the government was like, it's emergency. If the hospital's dealing with a lot of COVID cases, the government's going to be like, we'll give you money to help you because we want to fight this virus. So hospitals were like, really? So if somebody got COVID, you're going to give us extra money?
Oh my
Interesting. Everybody in the hospital now has COVID. Every car accident, he died of a car accident. Did he have COVID test?
You got shot? Oh God, I'm so
Check
sorry.
if he has COVID.
It was COVID.
It was COVID. So they were getting money. So the cases were being overinflated because the whole country was COVID everywhere. Meanwhile,
That's like the budgets that each program or city run or local
definitely
federal
have
run
the
government
yeah, they were
works.
just pulling money from the government. Like,
If
we
you
all
don't
got
use
COVID.
it, what is it? You lose
lose
it, the
it.
budget. So I don't know. Pretend buy extra loop sleeve binders and borders for the
and
kids.
throw it out. Who cares?
Because if we don't use this money, they're gonna take it away from us next year, teachers, and you're gonna have to buy your own.
Yeah, that's exactly that.
Exactly that.
So now there was a lot of, so now it was overinflated the numbers. So then we found out the truth that not that many people died because really not that many people had COVID to begin with. It was overinflated. So the real
It
number
was
of COVID was
overinflated.
way lower, and the people that died was small, because the real COVID number was here, not up here where the hospitals were trying to get money from the government. You know what I'm saying?
So wait,
They were
let me pause you right
overinflating
there.
it.
Time out, Mike. Is
pause
your
you.
mic
Wait,
on?
wait,
Mike,
wait,
hold
wait.
on. Is your mic on? Because usually the light goes up when you raise it, and it's not on at all.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we could, but I don't know if that's your mic. Raise your shit all the way up. What happened to the LED lights?
I don't know. My lights. So so this is what I'm saying. As far as the vaccine goes, right? There were so many deaths from the vaccine. Everybody they admitted that majority of the people who died in America were fully vaccinated.
Do you know we did recently a 9/11 episode, and it relates in this question. In 9/11, there's still this 9/11 compensation thing for people who lived or work, and they added, it was the right number was 43 names were added of deaths related to 9/11, right? So my question is this: do you think that it's possible that there'll be another like 9/11 compensation thing? Because 9/11 was an outside thing, right? But still, the government decided, you know what, that we're gonna allocate this money for niggas who went through some shit with that. But
COVID was an outside thing too. It was
So
created, we
that's-
know now, in
that's-
a lab in Wuhan.
that's what I'm saying. So will there be
Wuhan.
compensation for this later if it's really found out that this shit killed niggas?
No,
Why?
because they already did the contracts. That's done.
The contracts?
Because the government was like,
We'll take
we
it.
needed it as an emergency, and we're willing to say, just give us what you got, and we'll.
Yeah.
Was that on Trump's watch with warp speed, or was that
Moderna-
on Biden who mandated it?
I think it was Trump's warp speed.
Trump's watch.
But the vaccine wasn't created during Trump's watch.
Yes, it was.
It was created, but it wasn't approved until Biden.
That's a really good question.
Am I wrong with that? Do you remember that, Mike? Was it on Biden's that it was mandated, or was it on Trump that it was mandated? Because I thought that warp speed happened and Trump was already out the door. And then Biden was like, all right, everybody, suck it up. Well,
All right.
on Biden's watch, everybody suck it up.
August 23rd, 2021. That's Biden.
That's Biden.
That's Biden.
I'm right.
Yeah.
I can't hear you at all, Papa. You lost the whole thing. The light is off.
You hear me now?
Yeah. Also, it turns off if you don't use it after a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how butt plugs work. Go ahead.
So Trump basically made the deals with Moderna, J&J, Pfizer, right? He made those deals with them.
Yeah.
He made the deal that they cannot be sued
Yeah.
if they cause any deaths.
Again, because it's an emergency. We just got to get it out there. Which
Nah, bro.
they should have just let people get sick.
Bro. Yo. Let me tell you something. In the long run, the grand scheme of things, I don't trust nobody, bro. I don't trust not Trump and not Biden. Everybody who is a true libertarian understands that this is, two different wings, but one bird.
To be continued.
Yo, what up, everybody? If you like what you saw, please click on some of the video links on the side. And please support our channel by liking, subscribing, and leave a little comment. And maybe we'll respond back to you. And hopefully, you'll be a guest on our next episode.
Young girl from PA with family living in the lower deck. I won't say names, but I was lame and I was spewing disrespect. Turn to God to disinfect. That's worth to Trump. Now let's inspect to interject on what the youngest spitting. I'm spitting for where the sacred texts are given.